Some performances stay with people for years, and Courtney Hadwin's audition is one of them. When she first stepped onto the stage of America's Got Talent in 2018, she looked like a quiet, nervous 13-year-old from a small town in England. Her soft-spoken personality made it hard to imagine what would happen next. Then, the music started. Within seconds, she transformed completely. Her powerful, soulful voice and energetic stage presence stunned the audience and judges alike. Millions of people around the world watched that unforgettable moment, and overnight, Courtney became one of the most talked-about young singers of the year. But behind that remarkable performance was a story built on years of dedication, family support, and a love for music that began long before the cameras ever found her. Growing up with big dreams, Courtney Hadwin was born on May 6, 2004, in County Durham, England, where she spent her childhood surrounded by a close and supportive family. From a very young age, music filled her home. Her parents encouraged her curiosity, playing songs from legendary soul and rock artists that quickly captured her imagination. Even as a toddler, she loved dancing around the house and singing along to whatever was playing. It wasn't about performing for an audience at first. She simply loved how music made her feel. As she grew older, that passion became impossible to ignore. Teachers noticed her unique voice and encouraged her to sing at school events, while her family continued cheering her on every step of the way, finding confidence through music. Like many young performers, Courtney wasn't always confident away from the stage. Singing became the place where she truly felt like herself. She joined school performances, practiced regularly, and spent countless hours listening to classic singers who inspired her style. Instead of trying to sound like everyone else, she developed a voice that was raw, emotional, and full of character. Friends and teachers admired not only her talent but also her commitment. She worked on breathing techniques, timing, and stage presence long before most people knew her name. Every small performance, whether at school or local community events, helped prepare her for something much bigger waiting ahead. The opportunity that changed everything, in 2018, Courtney traveled to the United States to audition for America's Got Talent. It was her first major international opportunity, and naturally, the experience felt overwhelming. Standing backstage among hundreds of hopeful contestants, she knew that one performance could change her future. When her name was finally called, she walked onto the stage looking nervous and shy. The judges spoke with her briefly, noticing how quiet she seemed. Then the music for Hard to Handle began. Almost instantly, everything changed. The nervous teenager disappeared, replaced by an energetic performer whose powerful voice filled the theater. The audience erupted with applause, and the judges were visibly amazed. It was one of those rare television moments that people would continue talking about for years, becoming an overnight sensation. The audition spread across the internet at incredible speed. Within days, millions of viewers had watched the performance, sharing it across social media and introducing Courtney's talent to audiences around the world. Music lovers praised her soulful voice, while many compared her stage presence to legendary performers from previous generations. Interviews followed, television appearances increased, and suddenly the teenager from County Durham found herself recognized wherever she went. Despite all the attention, Courtney remained focused on the reason she had started singing in the first place. Fame was exciting, but performing and connecting with people through music continued to matter most. Life during the competition. As the competition continued, every performance brought new challenges. Rehearsals became longer, expectations grew higher, and balancing school with a demanding schedule wasn't easy. Behind each live performance were hours of practice, vocal preparation, and careful planning. Courtney worked closely with coaches to improve her breathing, movement, and song choices while still keeping the unique style that had made audiences fall in love with her. Week after week, she proved that her audition had not been a lucky moment. She consistently delivered emotional performances that showcased both her powerful vocals and growing confidence as an artist. Learning to handle success. Sudden fame can be difficult for anyone, especially for someone so young. New interviews, constant travel, and public attention became part of everyday life almost overnight. Courtney handled these changes with remarkable maturity, always giving credit to her family for helping her stay grounded. Whenever she returned home, she enjoyed spending quiet time with loved ones, reconnecting with friends, and remembering the simple routines that had shaped her childhood. Those moments away from the spotlight helped her stay focused on what truly mattered, continuing to grow as a musician rather than chasing headlines, facing challenges along the way. Every artist experiences moments of uncertainty, and Courtney's journey has been no different. As her career developed, she faced the pressures that come with public expectations, constant comparisons, and the challenge of growing up while millions of people watched. Instead of allowing those obstacles to define her, she continued writing music, improving her skills, and exploring her own artistic identity. Each new performance reflected greater confidence and a deeper understanding of who she wanted to become as a singer. Her journey became less about proving herself to others and more about expressing herself honestly through music. Building her own path. Following her television success, Courtney continued releasing original music while performing for audiences in different places. Rather than simply repeating what had made her famous, she focused on creating songs that reflected her personality and experiences. She experimented with different sounds while staying true to the soulful style that first captured people's attention. Fans appreciated seeing her evolve from a talented young contestant into a developing artist with her own voice and creative direction. It showed that her success wasn't built on a single viral moment, but on years of dedication and continuous growth. Staying connected to her roots. Despite international recognition, Courtney has always spoken warmly about her hometown and the people who believed in her before anyone else knew her name. She has often expressed gratitude toward her parents, teachers, and early supporters who encouraged her to keep singing even when success seemed far away. Those early influences remain an important part of her story. They remind us that behind every successful performer is usually a group of people who quietly believed in them long before the applause arrived. Inspiring the next generation, one of the most meaningful parts of Courtney's journey is the inspiration she provides to young musicians. Many aspiring singers see themselves in the shy teenager who walked onto a huge stage and surprised the world with her talent. Her story shows that confidence doesn't always appear before the opportunity comes. Sometimes it grows the moment someone decides to take a chance. Young performers often worry that being quiet or different will hold them back, but Courtney proved that authenticity can become your greatest strength. A journey that continues. Years after that unforgettable audition, Courtney Hadwin continues to build her career while exploring new creative opportunities. Her story is not just about a viral performance or a television competition. It is about persistence, preparation, and believing in your passion even when the road ahead is uncertain. Every rehearsal, every performance, and every new song reflects the same determination that first inspired audiences around the world. Whether performing on a large stage or recording in the studio, she continues to remind listeners that genuine emotion will always matter more than perfection. Final thoughts. Courtney Hadwin's journey is proof that extraordinary moments rarely happen by accident. Behind every standing ovation are years of practice, countless hours of hard work, and the courage to keep believing in yourself when no one else is watching. From a young girl singing in County Durham to an internationally recognized artist, her story continues to inspire people who dream of sharing their own talents with the world. Her voice first captured attention because of its incredible power, but her determination, humility, and love for music are what continue to make her journey memorable today.